So my name is Mr. Prahlad Sahu. I am computer expert. So today I am going to discuss the computer memory, that is the part of the computer organization. So let you start. So let you start the topic computer memory. So memory is a major part of the computer system. It is the workspace, the work area where data as well as instruction will be stored in computer readable form. So actually the memory is a physical organized a large number of cells. A large number of cells, and that in that area store the digital value, that is the 0 and 1. So this cell, so this is called as a cell, is a logical piece of information will store in the cell, and logically collection of organized logical collection of a group of cells is called as a 1. Which vary from the 0 to n-1, 0 to n-1. For example, if the computer has the 64 kilobyte then the memory size should be 64 into 1024 equal to the 65536. 65536. That means so this is the base address, the starting address, and that is the ending address of the computer memory. So next part, so measurement of the computer memory. So generally we will measure liquid things in liter or milliliter, liter or milliliter, and in solid things we can measure in kg or gram, so on. Similarly, we can measure the computer memory either in bit or byte or kilobyte or megabyte or gigabyte or terabyte. Generally, the bit either 0 binary number 0 or 1. Bit stands for binary digit, that may be a 0 or a 1. So generally 0 and 1 called as a bit, and byte generally 8 bits equal to 1 byte, and similarly 1 kilobyte equal to 1024 bytes, and 1024 megabyte equal to 1024 kilobyte, and 1 gigabyte equal to 1024 megabyte. Similarly, 1 terabyte equal to 1024 gigabyte. So in nature, so different types of memory is available. If you categorize it in nature, so there is two types of memory is available. One is is volatile, and naturally there are the two types of memory in nature. So one is volatile, another two is non-volatile. Non-volatile. Some memories are volatile in nature and some memories are non-volatile in nature. So now start the discussion of the volatile memory. So this volatile memory is called as a temporary memory. Generally, due to the failure of a power supply, what are the data and instructions are there, that will be deleted automatically or erased automatically. So such type memory called as a volatile in nature. Another memory is there called as a non-volatile memory. So these are the data will store permanently. So due to the failure of a power supply or the data and instruction cannot be deleted, cannot be erased. So such type called as a non-volatile memory. So normally the computer use the two types of memory. So that is the volatile or maybe a non-volatile. Some memories are the volatile, some memory are the non-volatile. So if you classify the entire memory structure of the computer, then mainly memory is basically the three types. Mainly memory are the three types. So first is a primary memory. Primary memory. Primary memory. Sometimes prime memory called as a main memory. Main memory. So another memory is a second memory. So second is a secondary memory. Secondary memory. Sometimes called as a auxiliary memory. Auxiliary memory. Another memory is there, that is called as a cache memory. Cache memory. Apart from the primary memory, secondary memory, cache memory, another optional memory are there. So that is called as a register. Register. So normally the entire memory we can classify in the three types mainly. One is the primary memory, another is the secondary memory, so another is a cache memory. If we discuss the primary memory, if you discuss the primary memory, so further we can divide the primary memory into the two types, that is the RAM and ROM. Again further we can divide the RAM into, there is the different types of RAMs available, dynamic RAM, static RAM, HD RAM. Another ROM also different types are available, ROM, PROM, EEPROM, EEPROM. So apart from the primary memory, there is some secondary memory are there. So first I will cover the primary memory, then I will go to the secondary memory. So already I discussed there is a three types: primary memory or the main memory, secondary memory and the auxiliary memory, and the cache memory. Again, the most of the primary memories are the volatile in nature, but all secondary memories or auxiliary memories are the non-volatile in nature. That means the primary memory, if you store the data in the primary memory, that will be deleted automatically in the failure of the power supply. But for the storing the data in the secondary memory, only power supply is required when you access the data. So primary memory holds only those data and the instruction which the computer is currently working. So what are data and the instructions used by the CPU? So that is normally available in the primary memory. but it has some limited capability. Data is lost when power is switched off because it is a totally volatile memory. It is generally made of the semiconductor device. This memory is not the faster as the register, but it is normally faster than the secondary memory, but it is slightly slower than the register. So, this memory made in the electric semiconductor memory technology can be split into two types of the category according to the way in which the memory operates. So, that may be a RAM, that may be a RAM. Again, RAM stands for random access memory. RAM stands for random access memory. So, this is the volatile in the nature. It is normally faster than the secondary memory, but slightly slower than the register. So, different RAMs are available. Different RAMs are available. One is DRAM, another is SRAM, another is HDRAM. So, DRAM stands for the dynamic random access memory. SRAM stands for synchronous dynamic random access memory. And apart from the DRAM and the HDRAM and the SRAM, so some other memory used by the computer, that is a ROM. It means the entire primary memory are divided into two categories. One is RAM, another is ROM. RAM stands for random access memory, ROM stands for the read-only memory. So, generally, the whatever data and the instruction used by the CPU, that will be stored in the RAM, but some predefined instructions and the data will be available in the ROM area. So, therefore, its name as read-only memory. So, ROM is the class of the storage media used in the computer and other electronic device. Is also known as a firmware. It contains some integrated circuit programs with specific data. So, that data can be used at the time of booting. So, all the data and the instructions are fed at the time of manufacturing time. These instructions and these programs and the data will check whether all the devices are working properly. If all the devices are working properly, then it will give the instruction to the loader to load the operating system from the secondary storage device. So further, for the ROM, if we discuss the ROM, read-only memory, that is also divided into different types available. That also different types ROM available. One is PROM, another is EEPROM, another is EEPROM.